Hello, so today we're going to do the fifth installment of our 10-minute compositions, or as I would like to call it, 10-minute composition number 5. So we're going to open up Untitled Folder 8, and we're going to open up 10 Minutes Newest Draft. Now, if you will look, oh, it didn't save it. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Okay, well, you know what? This will be okay. I'll just change this to what I wanted it to be. What I had done for a solid 20-30 minutes was just keep recording until I got the playback amounts that I wanted, because the playback it kept being screwy, and so you couldn't quite hear the instruments the way you were supposed to. And basically the problem is when I play the cello and I hear the cello, now it's extremely too loud, but when you hear it, it should be better. And I can't stop these recordings to hear it, right? So ergo therein lies the problem. Now we're going to play it back and then start our ordeal. You'll see I've plugged in my computer so I don't lose, the Renaissance worth of charge every time I do one of these. Alright, so that's where we are, and we're just going to have to keep working. So what we had here was we basically had this big cello motif that kept going back and forth, the 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And we had a big kind of piano, whatever you want to call it, cadenza type thing going on. So it's 11:24 p.m. So you see kind of night owl that Eli, the biggest boy in Catonsville, really truly is. And we're going to work till 11:34. Okay, so what I need to do is just come up with a new idea. So I think what I'll do is I will, here where we had bum, the E to the A, we're going to go back to the E and start an entirely new part of what we shall call the tune. So let's make this a half note also. And it's so soft on the playback that I can't even hear that note, but I know that note exists. And I will really try this time to not misname notes, because I always have to go back and annotate things, and it's an utter pain in the ass. Okay, so what I want now is I want something to go da-da-da, and then something to echo it in the bottom, da-da-da. That's just my idea. So that's it. I control it. So we're gonna have and that's gonna be an eighth note, and then we're gonna have a flash, big, chord type thing happen. And, oh, I am Adobo. Should have opened my simple entry rest palette. Now we're gonna put a rest here. Where did it go? Next page. Page 5. Let's go, guys. This is what 40 minutes of work gets you. Now, what we're gonna have here is a D minor, because that's only fair. But it up, like but it da right? So but it and it's gonna be a big fat D minor. But it up, but you know what? We'll make it an eighth note, just for, as they say, the shits and giggles. And I should have put a rest there, but you know what they said about Eli? They said he's the largest oboe. And then in the cello, we'll have the exact same thing. So we put our rest, then we go But then, all right, then what you really weren't expecting was for this line to rise. All right, it's going to rise as though from below. All right, did I do that? Yeah. And now we're going to have the flute go one higher. And then, again to your surprise, instead of staying on this kind of E mixolydian, not mixolydian, what am I saying? E Phrygian E minor type of thing. Instead, we're just going to keep raising this thing and see how atrocious we can make it sound, how kind of out of sync we can make this thing sound. So we have ba-da-da-bup, 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 ba-da-da. And then here, this'll still do the E mixolydian, or Jesus, E Phrygian type thing. Like that. And then this right here will go up to the G. So, I mean, it's really going to screw with your senses. If you, oh my God, we're 3 minutes in. Can you believe it? Every time I start something, we get 3 minutes in. It's completely unbelievable. Okay, let's just see what that sounds like. So maybe we're at measure what? 26? 26? Yeah, so that sounds weird. So we'll just keep going like that. And now, instead of going up to the F, we're going to go up to the G sharp. So instead of having an F major thing, we're going to have like an A harmonic minor thing. Now, why did I see that possibility? I saw it because now this can be sharped, and this can be sharped, as in this being the G, and we're going to get this big E7 thing leading to an A minor. It's going to be nice. You're going to say, wow, Eli? Eli, that's my name, in case you were wondering. That was nice. That's what you're going to say. You're going to say, wow, that was nice. And then we're going to, for the sake of a little bit of clarity here, we're going to repeat this. And then we're going to have a big hit. And what I mean by a big hit is everything hits the A minor at once. It's going to be quick, though. It's going to be really quick. It's going to keep happening. Right? We're going to keep doing it. And then we're going to go to an E major. I am halfway through. This honestly wrenches my soul. Like, I mean, like you would not believe. I can't wait to see what this sounds like. I bet it sounds terrible. And when I get people to perform this, it's going to be very, very staccato. And you're going to say, Jesus, Eli, that was very staccato. And then what I'm looking for is to kind of parallel that piano cadenza in the flute and the cello, right? That big eighth note run we're going to have in another instrument. But right now, all we're going to have is single notes everywhere that just really help this cadenza feel. And these have to be 16ths. This is, it turns out, very time intensive if you don't know the shortcuts. And as I've said in previous videos, always learn the shortcuts. But I cannot be perfect, young one. No, I can't. So I have not been, and I have not learned the shortcuts. And while I apologize for not having learned the shortcuts, there's nothing to be done at the moment. So I shall just continue to write this. And then after this, that's when our cadenza is going to start. And that's when the boys go to town, if you know what I'm saying. So what they call it really is ClickFest 2017. That is something to address. This is our first 10-minute composition of the new year. I'm personally, oh damn it, I forgot. Oh, those are E's, so those are fine. This one will be a D, and we'll keep going. And we'll keep going, and we'll keep going until I can make this bad boy a B, and we'll call him Bad Boy B. And now in the cello, what if I can just maybe I can just put the rest in between. 'Tis possible, right? But if they give me one by accident, I shan't fault them. And that's as many as I want, right? Did I even want that many? No, I didn't. I didn't even want that many. I wanted that many. Now, well, let me put the rest in between. If I am careful, it will. And I was not careful enough, child. I have 1 minute left. I feel like I just started. Honestly, I feel like I just started this one. And let's hear it before... No, let's add something else. Let's just add the start of the run. Okay? Here's the run. And then up below, right? Okay, 11:34. I promise I'll stop. And let's hear it back. And if it's terrible, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Okay, so we got 5 measures done. It's been worse. For measure 1, here we go. That was mediocre at best. But that's how they say to start the new year. You say start it with low expectations. Put the underwear on the table. That way, if you take it off the table, you are an achiever. And in that metaphor, the underwear on the the underwear was my current state of composition, and taking it off the table will be the finished product. So have a good day.